thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Levis going to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with the second-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. And
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Levis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Jeanty, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Nix. And it's going to be caught by Sutton. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, away. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Throwing Nix. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a second and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught by Tucker. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That's caught by Tucker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Levis to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Levis out of the gun on third down. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. John Franklin Myers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Throw out wide is incomplete. The Broncos at 4-5, a game under 500. The Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Nix. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Levis looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And the Broncos.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Here's Nix once more. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Harvey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Motion man is Schwartz. Levis looking to throw. He got his man, complete. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Levis to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Short throw, caught by Bowers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Levis back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this.
And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line, but there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw, it's Levis. Open man is Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Vegas, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Powerful running. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Levis sets up to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now Levis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's Nix. And the Raiders have got him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Nix going to keep this himself. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
21 yards, well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Like 54, like 54. And 24, Linda, black green, green. 20, Rita.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Levis looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. Diamond.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, his 3rd touchdown of the game. His
Yeah. Please out. Yo, man. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. That's where they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. White son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I